Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is Ashley, aka Makeup and Mama. So it's our next episode of the Learn With Me Special Saturday series. Today we're going to go over what I originally said we were going to start on, which was priming. I'm super excited about this. This is kind of like a first time for me, actually. So yay. I got a few things that I've never had before, I've never used before, so we'll see how this turns out today. I might not have gotten the things I needed for this face. Anywho, there are actually 4 different primers we're going to go over. We're going to do 2 today. This is part 1 of them, and then we're going to do 2 next Saturday, which will be part 2. So the primers that we're going to start with today, I'm going to show you all the primers I have for foundation, because we're going to start off with foundation primers. I actually have 2 different brands. One of them I have 2 bottles of, and this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. We're going to use the tiny bottle today. They're actually the same thing, but this one I received in my Smashbox Try It kit. This is the kit we're going to be going over. If you're interested in this kit, I will post the link below to purchase it. I got it from Sephora, full price. I bought this myself, nothing special. So, and if you're interested in the unboxing of that, I'll post that below as well. But yeah, we're just going to get into this. Now, I have already cleansed, moisturized, serumed my face. I've done everything that we've talked about in the previous videos, episode 1 and 2. So the next thing I plan on doing is I'm going to apply this primer. And that's about how much I put on there. It's quite a bit. I probably didn't need that much. And I just kind of do it like this, like I do with most everything. Okay, I'm just going to start rubbing that in because I think it was too much. Now, you don't want to get this underneath your eyes because we have a separate primer for that, under eye primer. And you don't want to put it on your eyelids because we have a separate primer for that. We won't be going over the eyelid primer, but we will be going over the under eye cream. Now, the reason you want to use a primer, and it's totally optional, but the reason you want to is because it will help your foundation stay in place, won't move all over the place. It'll make it look better, stay longer, and feel better. And I love the way primers feel. They're just so different in their consistency from like other things I have used. I'm going to put some on my neck because, of course, we're going to be putting a little bit of foundation down there. You want it to blend. Now, I don't know if the foundation I have is still my color. That's the problem. I have I have a lot of foundations, but when I bought them, I just didn't like them. So I haven't had the time to go through and see if I can mix a few. Do you hear that? She's being a butthead today. No, Kisa. Okay, well, the other primer we could have used, and this is the very first one I've ever bought. I was learning about them, doing some reading. I was like, oh, maybe I should try that. It's this Rimmel London Lasting Finish Primer. I wasn't a fan of how this felt, and I felt it was really oily, whereas this isn't. It kind of goes on satiny, and then you want to give your primer a little bit of time to set and dry on your face. So we're gonna let it dry. Okay. Now, while we're waiting for it to dry, I'm going to go over the foundation that I'm going to use. This is my Covergirl Clean Oil Control Anti-Luisance in the color Warm Beige. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is still my color. It sort of looks like my color, but you never know. And I'm going to be using my beauty blender that is by, what are they called? I'm using their same brush. Techniques or something like that. It's come off. I've used it so much. But yeah, I'm not going to get it wet. I just don't feel like it. It's squishy enough. It always feels weird when I get it wet. Okay, I feel like that is dry enough. Okay, so we're just going to, and I'm just going to get this on the beauty blender itself, if it'll come out. Okay, well, we're having problems getting it out. So I'm going to flip it over. Bam, 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 bam. There we go. Okay, now hopefully, all right, we'll just start with about that much, and I'm just going to go all over the face like this. Bum, bum, bum. And I'm just going to start patting it in. I just want to feel your body moving. Behind the ear, and put a little bit more on, y'all. Okay, maybe not. Here, I want to get down that to my neck. Cause when a heart beats, no, don't break even. Okay, so I think I'm about done with this. I should have grabbed my mirror. Okay, so there we have a thin layer, not too much. I made sure that I got up in my hairline, because your hairline is actually a different color than the rest of your face, believe it or not. I made sure I didn't cover my eyes because we're going to be doing a different primer for those. And I also didn't apply any product really underneath my eyes because I have a primer and a concealer that needs to go under there. So I'm just going to you see how, this is my color. Maybe. I don't know. I think it is. It looks good to me. And again, this was the CoverGirl Clean Oil Control. You can get this from any drugstore, Walmart, Kroger's, CVS, Walgreens, pretty much everywhere carries CoverGirl. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the next primer, which is my Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Primer. I'm going to tell you a little funny story. I, for some reason, thought this was the eyeshadow primer, and I was using it on the top lid, and I was like, one day I just happened to look, and I was like, oh, under eye. Oops, I grabbed the wrong one. Dumb. but it did help make the eyeshadow stay. So I'm just going to put this under my eye. I'm just going to rub that in. Okay, so of course you want to let that dry as anything else. You don't want it. Ooh, that feels nice. Ooh, so shiny under my eyes. Goodness. You see them lines? Eee! Scary. All right, so we're gonna let that dry. And the reason you put primer under your eyes. Have you ever put the primer under your eyes and set the powder, and then all of a sudden it gets cakey and it's in the creases of your eyes? The primer will help fill in them cracks and allow the product to stay without moving throughout the day. You may have to do one or two touch-ups, but really you're set when you use a primer. And then a lot of people are like, well, I don't use primers. Well, how long are you actually wearing the makeup? Me, I'm wearing it for 9 hours plus sometimes. So I want something that's going to stay. I don't want to look up and look like a coon or have part of my face nice and then the other part is not because the makeup moved during the day. That's just a personal preference of mine. Okay, it kind of feels dry. I like primers. I've noticed that they allow my makeup to stay, so it's very exciting that I'm using these things. And I only have this one because that's it. That's all I have. I'd like to get an eyebrow primer. I already have mascara primer, and we'll look into those tomorrow because tomorrow I'm going to finish the video with a look. So it's going to be like a tutorial / I'm walking you through why you should use primers. Primers help make your look like overall fantastic. I've never seen my eyelashes look so good. The foundation is more vibrant and luminous, and it doesn't look cakey, and it doesn't get creased, and I don't have to use as much product because the primer allows it to smoothly go on my face, not to mention that the Beauty Blender is pretty helpful as well. She just won't stop today. There is nothing wrong with her. Nothing. Nothing at all. She's just being a butthead. All right, so that's done. Now, this is a first for me. I've never really used concealers, and I'm sorry, you're just going to have to listen to it because I'm not going to sit there and give in to her. She is all right. And okay, how do I open this? Oh, well, obviously. Come on. How do I get this off? Oh, okay. So it's got plastic on it. It's brand new. I've never used it before. I really don't want to have to get interrupted. Oh, cool. Okay. So then please excuse me while I go deal with the crying monster. You need to stop, little girl. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Nothing. Every time I want to do something, you guys have no idea how many times I have to remake a video because I don't have software to cut out little episodes of that where I have to walk away, and I hate it because I feel bad because I'm like, you're going to have to sit there and stare at the back of my bed. Because literally I'm sitting on my bed. All right, so back to this. I'm going to go with I don't know how to use this. Okay, well, I'm cranking it. And I don't feel any product coming out of it. And I threw the little thing away. I think... Oh my gosh, okay. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to just go in a nice little V here. And she starts again. This is kind of cool. Okay. Alright, so there's that side. I'm not getting back up. I'm going to finish this video. Y'all may think I'm mean, but there's really nothing wrong with her. She wants more cookies. She's being a little fat butt. She likes the cookies, so she sits there and cries about it. No, 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 no. You're not getting any more cookies. Okay, so I did that. And now I'm going to also go back in and blend this in with my foundation with the same Beauty Blender. So I'm just blend. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. This may be too light for me. I don't know. You can stop, Kisa. Oh, wow. What a difference. Cause you make me feel like I was knocked out of heaven. Baltimore. Okay, so now that I have that on there, I'm going to let it sit for a few seconds. And I'm going to go deal with that. She's making me mad. She's making me mad because all she wants is a cookie. You know what? No. Sorry. You got to deal with it. Don't close this video. Sorry. All right. So I'm just going to let this sit for a moment. And then I'm going to set it with my, what is this? Rimmel London Stay Matte Pressed Powder. And it's in the color, I don't know. Is it on the bottom? Silky Beige. Okay. And I'm gonna use my Real Techniques powder brush. I'm just gonna dab it in. Tap it off. I'm just gonna go over my face with it to set my foundation and the concealer. Okay, so I guess I'm going to do a bronzer and some blush as well. I'm going to have to go grab those real quick because I just now decided that I was going to do those. And then that's going to be the end of what I do for today. And we'll continue on this video for next week. All right, I'll be right back. 1 second. And stop, Kisa. Okay. I told her she could stop anytime she. Oh, darn it. Okay, so my bronzer is this Tarte bronzer. It's the Park Avenue Princess and Amazonian Clay. I'm going to use this same powder brush, and I'm just going to sweep through it, and I'm going to make a 3 on my face. A 3 on my face. And then I'm going to do underneath my jaw. Just make sure I tap that off. 3 on my face. A 3 on my face. Just make sure I get up in there. I promise there's literally nothing wrong with her. Alright, and the blush that I'm going to be using is brand new, and I got it from my Glossy box. It is the Emite Makeup Artist Color Powder Blush in the color 108. And I'm just going to do a light sweep. Ooh. Okay, so that is super strong. Alright. Ugh, that went too high. I don't like it. So that one went perfect, and this one went too high. But what I will do is I will just take this same. No, it's not really too high. That's pretty much where my apples are. Okay, so that is all for today. I feel like it still went up there too much, but you know, oh well, I'll fix it later. It's making me mad though. It's making me mad that I did that. Makes me mad, makes me mad. Okay, well, yeah. All right, so stay tuned for next week's video. It's going to be the continuation of this. We'll probably be doing a different blush, maybe a different, I don't know. We're going to be doing some stuff different, but we will be continuing on what I would continue with my face on primers. So we'll be doing eyeshadow primer and mascara primer and then a finishing spray. So I'm super excited about that. Also, stay tuned for my Tuesday video, a test and try video. Thumbs this up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Sorry about the crying baby. She's being a butthead and she's making me really mad right now because there's nothing wrong with her. Anywho, subscribe if you like this. I'm really, really sorry. It's literally every single time I try to make a video, I have to deal with this. I can't do anything for 2 seconds without one of my children throwing a fit. So I just try to work through it. All right, sorry if I sound irritated. You guys have a great evening. Bye.